Hello dear students. Now this is what the front page of your board exam paper would look like. Now you have to fill in a lot of information here. So kindly pay attention because you should do it without any errors. It should be correct. Okay, in all respects. Now this has two parts. If you can see, there is a perforation mark over here. Now this is a Xerox, so of course you cannot see, but there's a perforation mark over here. Okay, so don't touch this. This will be fine. This will be taken care by the board itself. All right, now see here, the first part, if you can see this, the first is your subject. So on your first day of examination, you have examination for English, language and literature. So you will fill that up here. If necessary, you will write it in bold. If your handwriting is not clean, then write it in bold here. Okay. Then your subject code, of course the subject code is 184. You will fill this up. Now day and date of examination. Now remember, your first examination is on 27th April 2022 and it is a Wednesday. Okay. Now please remember to stay within this line. Don't go this side while writing. Okay. Now medium of answering the paper, of course it is English. Your Hindi paper you will write Hindi. Sanskrit paper you will write Sanskrit. Okay. All the other subjects, of course, you are going to write it in English. Now there is something here, code number. Okay. Now this is your question paper code number, which your center will also instruct you that there will be a question paper code on the right side of your question paper. Just put that here. There will also be a set number. Say you get set number 1, then you circle the set number 1. If you get set number 2, circle and darken set number 2. Supposedly I have gotten set number 1. So what will I do? I will darken set number 1 like this. Alright. Now remember, there is number of supplementary answer books used. You don't have to fill it initially. शुरू में नहीं भरना है because you have not used your answer book itself completely. If you finish off your answer book, then do ask for a supplementary and then write 1 if you have used 1. And by the end of the exam, if you have not used any supplementary answer books, then of course you will have to fill it with a nil at the end of the exam. Please fill this at the end of exam, not at the starting. All right. Now see here, this is disabilities, of course, and for this you will put NA, not applicable. If this does not apply to you, you will write not applicable. Of course, code of disability, again this won't apply to you, you will write not applicable. And of course again, whether writer provided, you will write no, because you are yourself writing the paper. Okay. Now if visually challenged, name of software used, again no visually challenged candidate, that means you will have to write NA over here. Okay. Now don't write anything here. This is not for your use. Don't put any stray marks because that will be treated as unfair means and that it will attract very strict action against you. Please don't do anything that is not asked of you. Okay. Now next here. Now here you see candidate's name in capital letters. You will have to write in capital letters only. Don't use any small letters. Now supposedly your name is Pooja and say Sharma. See, I have written the name Pooja Sharma and in between I have left the space between the first name and the second name. You will leave one gap over here, one box gap over here. Now how to fill this up? Now, if you are not sure, use a pencil at first to make dots as to which one to fill so that you don't commit mistakes here. Now please remember, no whiteners should be used on this part of the paper. So see P, here you will see alphabets from A to Z. All 26 alphabets are here. That means you have to go to the first here, P. Do you see? M-N-O-P. circle this, darken this. That's it. Okay. Now you have to do U. Then in this second row you will go. Don't do it here. Okay. Don't do it in the first row. You will go to the second row and you will find U. Circle it, darken it. Clear? Then J. In the third row, of course, I will look for J, and I found it. And J को काला कर देंगे बेटा. Then A. Okay. This is how you will fill this up. Similarly, Sharma, also you can fill this up. I hope I am clear. Alright. Next, roll number. Now this is a roll number that I am just using for this purpose. Supposedly your roll number is 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say 1. You will darken 1. Then 2. Then similarly 1 again in the third row. Then in the fourth row, of course, you will go for 3. Now this roll number is already there in your admit card. So please fill it correctly and then darken the correct numbers. 5 should be filled. Then 6 should be filled. Then 7. Okay. Whatever numbers I have written here, this number is there in your admit card. Please go through your admit card very carefully. Okay. Then of course comes the subject code here. Your subject code is 184. You see, 1 means circle and darken 1. Then 8 means circle and darken 8. Then 4 is circle and darken 4. Is that clear? Now, there is a tricky part here, center number. Center number also of course comes from the admit card. Okay, so your center is DAV. So DAV code is 81402. Now there is something very peculiar here. Do you see I have written the 8 outside the box? Now why this is so? Because this box contains only how many boxes are there? Just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you check your admit card will show DAV Model Schools code in more than the number of these boxes. That means more than 5 digits, it will be 6 digits. So the first digit you will write towards your left. Okay, outside the boxes. If necessary, you may create a box over here. Okay, like this. And of course then we have to darken something, but there is no place to darken. Don't worry, you come to the 8 here. See the row of 8, you see this row? Now see this row of 8, you just darken here outside below this 8. Please see this carefully beta, because there is no box here, there is no circle here to darken. You have to write 8 outside towards your left, and you have to darken 8 in the row of 8 only, but outside this box. Okay, then of course you have to darken 1 here. Okay, then you have to darken 4, then you have to darken 0. Come to 9 के बाद 0 है बेटा, please take care. Okay, then you have to darken 2, and then of course 3. Completely darken them. Now remember, if you have doubts, first do it with a pencil. You will have sufficient time to fill all of this up. If you have doubts, please ask your invigilator as well. They are there to help you. Okay. Now see, next is your subject. Of course, you will write English language and literature. Then your school number as per your admit card. Your admit card will have your school number. Then of course, roll number in words. See, they have made it very easy for you. Whatever crore, whatever lakh, thousand, and you will write your father's name. Of course, you will write that. Okay. And then signature. Now, whenever you do signature, you should write in running hand. मतलब इसको ब्लॉक में या कैपिटल्स में नहीं लिखना है. ठीक है. Like supposedly this candidate is Pooja. Now this is correct signature. Okay, this is how you should sign. Now don't write anything other than all these informations. Now this is very important. Okay, so when in doubt, stop, ask for help. Okay, now this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you, and I hope so that all of you will do your exams really well. All the very best for your exams. Now there are certain things that you should know about what is permitted at your center. See, they will not allow writing boards, or they will not allow pencil boxes which are not transparent. Take stationaries which are absolutely necessary for you. You may use blue pens, black pens, or royal blue pens. Don't use any other color. You may use a pencil. You may have a pencil. Take transparent water bottles, hand sanitizers if necessary in a very small bottle. Now remember, please don't forget to take your admit card. Be in proper school uniform. That means your shoes should be polished, you should tie your hair properly, and be presentable better. Okay, now other things are not allowed, like your watches, digital, smart, whatever. Phones are not allowed. Your calculators are not allowed. Because there are many things that are not allowed. No communication devices. You are not allowed even your wallet. अगर आप पर्स लेके जाने का सोच रहे हैं, don't think. Okay, hand everything to your parents at the gate. Or if you cannot find your parents, then of course teachers will be there of your school. Please hand it over to them. Okay, don't take any paper, any piece of paper with anything written on it, because that will be treated as unfair means, and unfair means then the center may take action on you. So please don't be, don't be casual about certain things. Be very careful as to what you have on your person, what you have in your pockets, and what you have in your pencil boxes or pockets. Alright, so I hope so this is all very clear. If it is still not clear, please contact your class teachers, and I wish you all the very best for your exams. Thank you.